How's it going? Today we are back in the studio, aka my dingy garage, to talk to you about my new action camera.
Pretty rough. Ooh, looking lonely. Ooh, what that is. Ooh, oh, got a little bit wild through there. Ooh, oh, whoa. Nearly a tree.
I have bought an Insta360 Ace Pro 2 to replace my outgoing GoPro Hero 8 Black. Now, there was nothing particularly wrong with that, but it was time to upgrade the battery, and it's starting to get a bit long in the tooth. They were released in 2019, I believe, so I got one about 2020. The battery's starting to be unreliable, and having watched some reviews on this Insta360, I was blown away. So, we're going to do some writing at the end of this, and we're going to compare the two cameras and look at the footage that they do. There are a couple of things that I like about this new camera. Firstly, I'm not sponsored by Insta360, although if you do want to pay me for this video, 50 grand in a briefcase, the same as the one in Pulp Fiction, will do it. And if you get Vincent Vega and Jules Winfield to deliver it, I'll do it for 30. Throw in Marcellus Wallace in the delivery, and I'll take 10 grand in that briefcase. So if you're not going to come to the party for that, I'm going to do these for free and give you some honest feedback. Honest Damo reviews. Here's episode 1. Okay, so onto the camera. Firstly, after watching a fair few reviews about it, there's a couple of things that stood out to me. Firstly, it has this little wind guard on it, which is removable. Okay, it's got foam on the inside, and one of the things we all hate is that wind noise on our cameras. Now, with my old GoPro, I had the wind turned off and I had this wind sock thing on it, which did a pretty good job, but just not good enough. So hopefully today we can compare direct back-to-back runs and see how it goes. Why would I want to do this? Well, hopefully I can create better content for me to look back on and my family. For you guys, the viewers, less of that wind noise. And the other feature that I'm really excited about is the dark to light transition that these things are becoming known for. Less washed out colors, less kind of definition that you can't make out. So we're going to put it to the test. I haven't actually turned it on other than to walk through the hallway of the house just to make sure the thing works. So we're going to take it out to the beautiful Sunny Coast Hinterland Trails, one that some of you locals or people that attended the 2004 Queensland State Downhill Championships may have actually competed on. I don't know what it's called. I think it doesn't have a name, but it might be on Uncle Jimbo's farm or something like that. So we don't want the feds coming after us for this track. But I'm excited about this thing. A couple of other features that I think are really cool on it. It has this little rotatable screen, so you can do selfie action. It also has this magnetic base plate. So I'm going to run the chin mount today, which is something I haven't done before. And once I get some more tackle, and I want to run just a standard mount off my visor, squeeze the buttons, change over your tackle, and you're good to go. So we're going to do a honest Damo review on this camera. I'll show you some back-to-back examples of how it looks. All right, here we are. We're out at the trails. This is the setup that we're going to be running today. We got the Insta360 at the bottom, the GoPro at the top. If you've seen any of my videos in the last year, this is probably the GoPro and the position that we run it. Different to chin mount down here. I know you're thinking, Damo, that's not apples and apples. Doesn't matter. We're just going to see what this thing's capable of. As you can see, we've got sunny, shady conditions. I think the Insta360 is going to come into its own. I'm also hoping that this wind noise cancelling jobby is going to be amazing. So let's chuck them up. I'll do a bit of split screen action and we'll see how it turns out. Got GoPro on the left, Insta360 on the right. As we first drop in here, just have a look at the different colour greens that you get. And as we go a bit further into the trail, have a look at the sun coming through the trees and landing on the track. It almost blinds you on the left hand side, and then have a look at the colour of the actual trail on the right. You can see that dark, moist, loamy soil that we're all chasing. And on the left it all just sort of looks a bit orangey browny. Here's Shano on the new track. Midlife Sender. Just going through some tuning.
as we follow Shano down this bit, you have a look at the trail on the right, and you can just make out the rocks and the gnar that's on there. The green on the sides of the track. If you look at the left, it's just a bit of a blur. You can see through the trees on the right hand side out and see the blue sky. And again, those rocks and stuff in that corner, so much more visible on the right hand side. Okay, let's have a listen to the sound from the two cameras. There wasn't a lot of wind up there, so it's not huge, but let's go with GoPro first. And here's the Insta360 Ace Pro 2.
So, as I said, the wind up there wasn't that bad, so neither of them are terrible. But you do hear on the GoPro one, it's got that heavy kind of background noise that the Ace Pro doesn't have. So, what do we found out? Moving forward, I'm going to film with the Ace Pro 2, obviously, it's my new camera. Main observations are just the crispness of that picture. The bushes, the colours, you know, the sky in the background when you have a little glance, and even just the detail in the trail. So I'm really happy with it so far. I'm going to use it going forward. I've got some absolutely banging trips coming up, so there'll be some great content coming out. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, and thanks for watching. Peace.
Apparently you can't roll this. Holy sh! Did nearly go over the bars.
Holy shit! Nearly out the front door.